PWCC is a great way to sell your sports cards. If you're looking for a way to support the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel, consider using the promo code Cajun, all caps, C-A-J-U-N, when you're selling your cards on the PWCC marketplace. Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with mail day number 125. We've got 10 more cards, 10 Michael Jordan cards. Some of these are bangers. These are going to be some cards you've seen on PSA grade reveal as cards start coming in from PSA from this cross-country collection that I purchased up in Connecticut so many months ago. Bought them. Went through them. I'm still working my way through them, sending them off to PSA, getting them back, revealing them in grade reveals with you in 50 card segments. And so some of these cards have finally hit the vault. So some of these cards may look familiar, but the purpose of these mail days is sort of for me to kind of share with you the direction of my collecting journey and kind of show you the thought process of where these cards fit in my collection and why I'm deciding to keep these cards instead of selling some of these cards, right? Because collecting first, investing second, and really happy to add these cards to my collection because all of them have a purpose there. And so let me kind of talk you through it. As always, all my cards are going to be shared in my PWCC Vault front and back high-def images. Card number 1 is the 1997 Z-Force Superman, card number 190 PSA 10. This is just the base, but it's a pretty decent looking base card, if you don't mind me saying so. I love this card, and this card completes a trio. It completes a family, and you guys may or may not be familiar with the 1997 Skybox Z-Force number 190 card. There's more to this card than just the base card. There is actually 2 parallels. There is the Rave parallel, which you will see right here, which I happen to own a Gem Mint copy of. So it looks very similar, except that it's serial numbered on the back at the bottom, as you can see, to 399. And then on the front, it's got the bedazzled lettering, as I like to call it. And so this is the Z-Force Rays. But I'll raise you one and go even a stretch higher. And yes, it is a PSA 6, but look, beggars can't be choosers when you're talking about super Raves. Yes, a tier 2 Michael Jordan card from the hierarchy. The Rave's also a tier 2, but the super Rave is a tier 2 as well. And mine is serial numbered 48 out of only 50. And so that kind of completes my number 190 1997 Z-Force kind of rainbow, I guess you could call it. It's not a rainbow because it's not different colors, but that's it. So you got the base gem, the Rave gem, and then the Super Rave and a PSA 6. So that's kind of where this card number 190 PSA 10 fits into my collection, just FYI. This is a sample. I don't know much about this card. You guys probably know more about it than me, but it's a PSA 10. It's a Jordan. You guys know I collect 98 Jordans and prior PSA 10s, so it's a sample card. On the back, you'll see it's marked sample, which to my estimation means it's a card where they thought about making it and sent it out, and you had to get it from dealers or something like that. I don't know. Somebody else is going to know the story. I could probably pull up Beckett and look at the story. It's just not that important right now. Another 1998 Upper Deck, number UDX. This is the Michael Jordan Retires card from 1998, and it's a PSA 10, so that'll be added to the collection. Just sort of talking about when Michael Jordan retired and what that's all about. Not a huge card there, but happy to have it. This card I do like. It's a subset card. It's not an insert, but it looks like an insert card if you ask me. This is his 1998 Upper Deck card number 290, right? And it's the Highway 99 subset card. Just a really good looking Jordan card. I think it could easily pass as an insert. There's so many subset cards that I'm thinking. The Superman, the one we just looked at, could pass as an insert card, but it's a subset card. You know, if you said the Superman insert and called it an insert and then gave it a separate set and they were, you know, inserted with pack odds and all that, it would look the part, and so would this Highway 99 card. It would look the part of a Michael Jordan insert, but it's not. It's a subset. This is probably the card that I was most shocked about. I got a PSA 10 on this card, and if you look up here, you'll see I've got it highlighted. There's only been 7 of these ever. So for me to pick this card up in PSA 10 was extremely shocking. It's not the rarest card in the world, but it is a very, very low pop card in a PSA 10. So when I saw this grade on the PSA grade reveal, I was really dumbfounded, in addition to a couple of the ones we're about to see. I don't know much about the 97 Star Quest number 171, this SQ 171. I do know that there is also the, the green, the blue, the red, and the gold Star Quest versions as well. So we'll see those coming up in future videos, I promise you. A card, the 1997 Skybox Premium, this is another subset card. So it's not an insert card, but it does look the part, if you don't mind me saying so myself. Team Skybox, Jordan made Team Skybox, can you believe it? Card number 235, this is a PSA 10 copy. Good looking image of Jordan, don't get it right there with the purple haze in the background, and you can see the Team Skybox in foil down there. The card usually exhibits issues on the back with this purple edges and corners, and that's where you'll see issues arise, which prevent too many PSA 10s from getting out there. The next card is the 1996 UD3 or Upper Deck Cube, the Winning Edge. This is a card that I think is undervalued. You don't hear me say that very often, and I'm not saying it to move it, but I do want to warn you, I have 2 copies of this card. So there's my 2 copies of the Winning Edge. The one is a little bit tilted in the slab, which drives me nuts, and then this one, of course, is perfect, or nearly perfect. So I do have 2 copies of this card, and one of them will be for sale. I'm not really interested in selling it right now because I just don't think the price is where it belongs. This is an insert card. It appears in the Michael Jordan hierarchy. Does it? I think it does. And it's just a great looking card. Anytime you got Jordan in the black, pinstripes, and especially that image, and then you've got a card that's like, it's uniquely die cut. This is not your typical die cut, and most die cuts probably aren't, but I like the die cut look of this one, and 3 corners but not the 4th. It's just something makes it different, right? Die cut, die cut, die cut, but then it's normal rectangular sharp corner on the other one. I think that's interesting. Not a humongous card right there, a few $100, but I really feel it should be worth more. I feel like that card should be worth more. And now we're starting to talk about some big dogs, right? So these are just base cards. Okay, let me just lay that down. There's a Legacy Collection. All right, everybody's familiar with the Legacy Collection. Those are Tier 1 cards in the Michael Jordan hierarchy, and they are serial numbered to 100 or 150, depending on whether they're the Legacy Collection parallels from Flair Showcase for 1996 or 1997. Well, these are just the base cards. But this is the 97 Flair Showcase Row 2 base PSA 9. That's the highest graded copy that I have of 1997 Row 2. And so happy to bring that into the collection. This is a card from the Cross Country Collection that I sent off to get graded and came back a 9. I was thrilled with a 9, but not as thrilled as I was with a 10 on the Row 1. Huge card. This is one of the probably most surprising grades that I received back from the Cross Country Collection grading escapade. This Row 1 PSA 10 is a super low pop card, a super valuable card, and obviously it's the highest graded copy I have, and I don't have another one. So adding the Row 1 PSA 10, adding the Row 2 PSA 9, and then lastly, last card of the day, adding the Row 3 PSA 10 as well. Again, base card, yes. Normal base card, absolutely not. These cards have massive, massive value. They are not high pop cards. I was absolutely shocked to get PSA 10s on some of the Flair Showcase. I sent a bunch of Kobe Flair Showcase 1996 rookies as well and got destroyed by PSA. Crushed 6, 7, 7, 8, 7, 8, and then I sent the Jordans and it was like 10, 10, 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 9. And so just shocking results. No predictability there, but that does it, guy. That guys for the video for the day. Mail day number 125. 10 cards, 10 Jordan cards. Jim. The PSA 9. Sorry, I'm slumming it on the Row 2 for 1997 Flair Showcase. That is a placeholder one day. My goal would be to acquire the PSA 10, of course, and then Jim on the Row 1 and the Row 3. So let me know what you think, guys. That is it for the mail days. Trying to keep these short and sweet, right at about 10 minutes. That's pretty good if you ask me, because I do like to talk a lot. Do you guys have any of these cards? What do you guys think about these cards? Where they fit in the collection? My thought process on these cards. If you want to know more about the PWCC marketplace, the place where I house my cards, the vault, you can always message me. I buy on PWCC, I sell on PWCC, and they hold all of my cards. I've been up there. I've been to Oregon. I jumped on an airplane. They flew me up there. We filmed some content. I got a tour of the vault. I got a tour of the whole, I don't want to say assembly line because that sounds impersonal, but I got a tour of the entire process from when you send them cards, how they're received, how they're unpackaged, where they go from there. So I got to see the whole process, how the sausage is made, as they say, I think. Maybe that's not a good term to use, how the sausage is made. But I got to see it start to finish, how they take pictures, how the technology they have, the security they have, the electric fence, the outer perimeter, the inner perimeter, the building, the vault in the building, the 8-foot thick door, the code to get in. And like, it's the real deal. Like, my cards are as safe as they can possibly be. Certainly safer than in my residential home down here in Louisiana, where alligators and nutria rats and hurricanes and fires and earthquakes and sinkholes and all the other crap that happens down here can damage my cards. And I didn't even mention floods, which, as you guys know, we've had historic floods in the past decade down here, God forbid, in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and surrounding areas. But anyway, I keep my stuff in PWCC. If you guys are interested in learning more about it, just message me or go on the website. You can support this channel by buying and selling on the PWCC platform. If you're selling cards on the PWCC platform, please consider using the promo code Cajun, CAJUN, all caps. You can't miss it. Whenever you send your cards to PWCC, whether you're just putting them in the vault to collect them like I do, or whether you're putting them in the weekly auction or the premier auction to sell them like I do, there'll be a little spot to put a promo code. It doesn't change anything on your end or what you net from PWCC. Just a little piece of PWCC's money comes to Big Mouth Cajun Cardboard for promoting the company. I think very highly of them. You guys know I only have 2 partners, right? 2 affiliate partners. I think very highly of both. Number 1 is Homage, the t-shirt company, an apparel company. They make amazing apparel. If you're looking to buy somebody in the hobby a gift or a friend or whatever, go check out my affiliate link that's in my YouTube description to this video and every video that I do. If you click that link and purchase some apparel through homage.com, HOMAGE.com, you'll be supporting the Cajun Cardboard channel. And then if you buy or sell on PWCC, you'll be supporting the Cajun Cardboard channel. In addition, I do have a PayPal link, which doesn't get much traction anymore because I don't bring it up because I feel weird about asking for money. But if you want to just straight up kick a few dollars over to support the channel, you're always welcome to do that. I have a PayPal link in my YouTube description as well. You can't miss it. 4 ways that you can support the Cajun Cardboard channel. I don't charge a subscription fee. You will not see YouTube ads. I do not have a Patreon. I do not have limited content for only members of this or that. Maybe one day I will. I have no idea. Today is not that day. Today I want everybody to see all the stuff that I'm talking about. Anyway, that's it, guys. Mail day number 125 in the books. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. And peace.